Ladies and gentlemen, there is a chance, a decent chance, I would say, that the Christmas celebration, or perhaps the New Year's celebration, is going to be Beast Gohan. There is a lot of information, not a lot, but there are some really important pieces of information that have surfaced over the last couple of days that really makes that feeling a lot stronger for not only myself, but I think a lot of other people who feel the same way. So let's talk about this. If you guys saw my last video, we were basically talking about how Trunks and Vegeta is in fact confirmed to be coming up next, even sooner than we had previously anticipated. And all throughout this last month, it has been very chaotic for global players. Even before this, just spanning the last few months in general, global Dokkan has been very, very confusing, all over the place, seemingly not knowing what they're trying to do. But we might be getting to the point now where we actually do know why they've been doing this. It is to accommodate Gohan Beast. And now I am of the mindset that this could potentially be dropping as soon as Christmas, or maybe even New Year's. So let's talk about why I feel this way by going back to the producer's letter, which I talked about on the previous video. In this producer's letter, they not only talk about the fact that the Trunks and Vegeta celebration is starting on the 27th at reset, but then we are also going to be getting the tickets that can be used to summon for a ticket banner that features the 7th anniversary units on it. So that basically is referring to the Christmas banner that we would typically get during Christmas itself. So looking at last year, the Christmas banner was the 6-year anniversary LRs coming back for the first time, along with that year's thank you celebration LR, which was LR Gogeta. Given that this year's schedule had a major flip of the script, with the Resurrection F units being the thank you celebration, they will not be the ones making the comeback during the Christmas banner. It is instead going to be Trunks and Vegeta, sort of more directly mimicking how JP had handled their Tanabata celebration. They had the Trunks and Vegeta release in the end of June, and then literally the next week, they entered the Tanabata banner with the same Trunks and Vegeta once again being featured and the 7-year LRs coming back. So that is exactly what's going to be happening on Global coming up next. Now, why are they doing this? Because that's, again, the main question of the day. Why is Global Dokkan being so confusing with how they're shaping things up for this rest of the holiday rush? I think the answer lies with the Gohan Beast. And the clue comes from the producer's letter itself. After all of this, if we take a look at the final page, it says, and that's all for the producer's letter. We'll be bringing even more events this holiday season. Among those, a brand new content will come out in mid-December. We will keep doing our best to meet your expectations, so please continue to enjoy Dokkan Battle. A brand new content. First of all, this is very weird the way they're wording this, but a brand new piece of content will come out mid-December. I think that based on this wording, this could mean something that has to do with Dragon Ball Super Superhero, either in the form of a Dokkan event, maybe some sort of an update to the Cell Max event, maybe another event altogether that has to do with the superhero celebration. Maybe this is going to be Global's opportunity to basically catch up, since JP is technically one step ahead when it comes to the superhero preliminaries. We've had 2 parts on Global. JP has had 3 parts. They've basically labeled the different parts of the superhero preamble differently on both Global and JP. So if Global is getting this brand new piece of content, could that be something brand new that even JP doesn't have? That could be a big selling point as to why they're marketing it as such in this producer's letter. Could be Gohan Beast. Could be Gohan Beast, honestly. I really feel like it could be, because that would explain and basically put into perspective why everything has been so freaking confusing as of late. Why are they moving up the Christmas banner to a time before Christmas? Doesn't make sense. I mean, it's going to last into Christmas, I think, but in terms of it releasing before Christmas, that's a little bit unusual given how things have played out in years past. Again, we do know that Global Dokkan has proven time and time again to say, forget it with past instances. We will do whatever we want on whatever year. But if there is going to be a part 2, could it be Gohan Beast? Maybe. Maybe they completely change the formula and implement a new Dokkan Fest, a part 1 basically, at the start of Christmas. This would also make sense because of something that happened very unusual that happened recently on the JP side of the game. So I know some people took exception to this, and I didn't want to make a video on this right away. I need some time to think about it. But recently, the Dragon Ball Heroes banner, or the Dragon Ball Heroes franchise, had been marketing and talking about a lot of Dragon Ball Heroes stuff, but Beast Gohan was being featured primarily front and center on their like new set or something like that. And Dokkan, they don't often do this where they retweet a lot of different things or publicize a lot of different things. See, even Truth is on top of this. Y'all know exactly what you're doing, quote tweeting Beast Gohan. And this is something that I think a lot of players took exception to. Ooh, Yu-Gi-Oh! Because of the fact that they don't often do this. They do this sometimes for Xenoverse, sometimes for Fighters, sometimes for the Breakers, but it doesn't happen all that much. And when it does, there's usually some sort of a significance in the form of some sort of tie-in to Dokkan in some form or fashion. And that's not to say that this means there should be, but it's very, very suspicious that they would do this. So this, combined with this, leads me to believe that there could be some sort of a holiday celebration representation for Gohan Beast. The JP side of the game should be receiving their next Dokkan Fest in the next few days, I think. Around when by the time their world tournament ends, they should be getting word of their next Dokkan Festival. So while they're dealing with their Dokkan Festival and while Global is dealing with our Dokkan Festival, which is the Trunks and Vegeta, both sides could technically potentially be poised for another, you know, convergence point where both versions once again come back for another simultaneous celebration. It's not the craziest thing we've seen, people. We now have multiple simultaneous celebrations throughout the year. Golden Week, Saiyan Day, Worldwide Download, Dragon Ball Heroes. That is 4 different celebrations that we've had this year that have happened at the same Worldwide Download has happened at the same time for both versions. Why not throw in a 5th one? Because this doesn't happen all that much. Dragon Ball Super does not have a movie releasing every single year, but when it does, it is a global phenomenon, and this definitely was. Legends received their batch earlier in the year, just a month or 2 ago. Xenoverse has had some representation. They're ramping up for their release. Global and JP Dokkan have yet to receive full-on Beast Gohan, and we all know that it has to happen at some point. Better sooner rather than later. So I think that this is actually where we're headed. Maybe some sort of a teaser or some sort of a new event will release on Global to usher in the new celebration. Then maybe it starts towards the end of December going into the new year. Either way, one of these 2 time slots I think is now fated to be Dragon Ball Superhero, and we're going to be getting Beast Gohan very, very soon. So once again, that brings into question, if that is the case, what would you do if you are looking at the Trunks of Vegeta banner and looking to do a bunch of summons? Would that change your mind? I feel like it maybe would. So I think people need to keep a very sharp eye out on the horizon. We need to see what is going to be coming up, because it is very important. If we get even an inkling, even more teasers or little subtle nods like this, then I think it's pretty much confirmed that we're going to be going in that direction during the holiday season. So I wanted to bring this to your guys' attention because I definitely noticed. I'm sure some of you guys did as well. And I just wanted a little bit more juice to really start talking about it. And I think that this right here from the Global Dokkan side, this was it. But, you know, after all, I could just be grasping at straws here. I could be sipping on that copium juice. Maybe. We'll see. Time will only tell. Guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like down below. Let me know in the comments, what do you guys think about these 2 little pieces of news? Do you think that JP retweeting the Beast Gohan thing was intentional? Do you think they're trying to kind of play at our heartstrings a little bit? Do you think that the Global Dokkan producers letter talking about a brand new piece of content leads to something significant? Or is this just marketing for the next celebration, whatever that could be? Do you guys think we're going to be getting Gohan Beast this year? Next year? Is it going to be simultaneous or not? Share with me your thoughts in the comments down below. Also, be sure to subscribe for more Dokkan content in the future and click the notification bell so that you let you know when to see more of my stuff. Do it! Thanks again. Stay tuned and always remember to Dokkan responsibly.